the Congress party over there. News coming in seems to suggest that slogans were raised in favor of Sachin Pilot in the presence of Rahul Gandhi and the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Ashok Gehlot. After that, Gehlot supposedly left the Yatra in the middle for some time after slogans were raised by Sachin Pilot's supporters during the Yatra. Let's listen in. Well, Aishwarya Kapoor, our political editor, now joins us. Aishwarya, when this Yatra was supposed to begin passing through Rajasthan, there was an advisory issued. There were meetings held between the two factions, by the Congress High Command, asking them to make sure that it passes peacefully and there's no factionalism at play when it passes through Rajasthan. Does look like all of that has been completely ignored by supporters of either side.
Well, it seems to be a no-holds-barred fight now between Ashok Gehlot and then Sachin Pilot supporters. And now Sachin Pilot supporters openly raising slogans in favor of him that he needs to be the Chief Minister, whether it's in presence or in future. And this is happening while the so-called Bharat Jodo Yatra enters Rajasthan, and this is happening in presence of Rahul Gandhi and then the present Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. Obviously embarrassing for Ashok Gehlot, but what we are being told that Ashok Gehlot has given it back to Rahul Gandhi in this regard, according to our sources. He left for a short while from that Bharat Jodo Yatra and then he has joined back, but he has given a clear indication that he is not going to accept such kind of defiance in presence of Rahul Gandhi. And if you remember, we broke that news that it was a direct diktat from Sonia Gandhi herself to both Sachin Pilot and then Ashok Gehlot, that if this continues, especially during Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra, then both would have to face the consequences. That is Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. But then the supporters of Sachin Pilot are at it. This was not started by the supporters of Ashok Gehlot. This was started by the supporters of Sachin Pilot, but the division within the Rajasthan Congress, the situation which prevails nationally for Congress, is also the situation in Rajasthan. It is a clear divided house, and now in presence of Rahul Gandhi, in presence of Ashok Gehlot, the sitting Chief Minister, slogans in favor of Sachin Pilot to be the Chief Minister are being raised. So this is obviously very, very embarrassing for not only Ashok Gehlot but also Sachin Pilot. So very clearly this is happening as we speak. We are also being told, according to our sources, that Ashok Gehlot very briefly, and I repeat very briefly, left from that location and then joined back the Bharat Jodo Yatra with Rahul Gandhi. So the message was very clearly sent that he is not going to accept such kind of open defiance. Yes.
All right, Aishwarya, thank you very much for joining
in from Rajasthan. There's an open fight in Rajasthan in the so-called Bharat Jodo Yatra. Open slogans in favor of Sachin Pilot raised in presence of Rahul and Ashok Gehlot. Gehlot supposedly left the Yatra in the middle for some time after slogans in favor of Sachin were raised. Visuals coming in also of that. You can see very clearly, viewers, that is a huge crowd present and a pro-pilot slogans are being raised at the Yatra. All right, let's go straight to our executive editor, politics, who's joining us on the phone line. Thank you for joining us. Try to help us understand, Aishwarya, that why is this very significant, what we are seeing on the screens. Very, very clearly, we can see that pro-pilot slogans are being raised at Rahul's Yatra. It looks like that people understand in the Congress party itself that fairness is lacking. Is that so?
Well, at this point of time, this is embarrassing for the Congress leadership. This is embarrassing for Ashok Gehlot, Rahul Gandhi, Sachin Pilot himself, and also Sonia Gandhi, because if you remember, around 10 days back, there was a direct diktat coming in from Sonia Gandhi to both Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot, preempting it, pre-analyzing it and saying that if and when, because their only concern is not the Congress party. Their concern is Rahul Gandhi and then Rahul Gandhi's so-called Bharat Jodo Yatra. So Sonia Gandhi's direct diktat to Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot was very clear that if during Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra, if this happens, if this division in the Congress cadre comes out, then both will pay the price. And that is exactly what is happening. Though these may be pro-Sachin Pilot slogans, but this is embarrassing for the Congress party, because the Congress and the Congress leadership is more concerned for Rahul Gandhi and his Bharat Jodo Yatra than the whole party. What is happening in the Congress party is not a secret. It's an open fact. But this happening in presence of Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra, even after Sonia Gandhi staying and giving a clear diktat and dictation to both Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. If you remember, KC Venugopal was sent to Jaipur for this very reason, that this should not happen. So this is a complete defiance by the pro-Sachin Pilot or by the Sachin Pilot camp of Sonia Gandhi. Because KC Venugopal was directly sent by Sonia after Sonia's telephonic conversation with both Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. These pro-pilot slogans, this is not something new. What the youth of Rajasthan and the cadre of the Congress party wants, it's an open fact. But despite that, the Congress leadership has decided to settle with Ashok Gehlot. And this should not have happened.